I hear him moving. There he is. He's there. You can hear the music.
Hello.
Hello.
1, 2, 3. How you doing? I got 2 hours of sleep last night. I've been up since 5 o'clock in the morning.
It's always something.
And at 5:15, I tried to go back to bed, which means I took a bunch of stuff, and I still couldn't sleep.
Oh my God!
So here I am.
When you say stuff, what do you mean stuff?
The stuff that
Makes people sleep.
Yeah, I use melatonin.
It's supposed to be natural, but I don't know about that.
Well, it's closer to natural than what I used to.
Ambien or whatever the hell.
Ambien, that was it.
Ambien, yeah.
I was trying to think of the name of it.
That's what people take on the planes, and then
let me tell you, I took it for about 6 months, and I had eating binges late at night in the kitchen that I blacked out on. I'd get up and the place would be the cans would be open, dishes dirty.
I could never do it. I could never take. I took one Excedrin PM once, and I think I slept until Christmas Eve, and I took that on July 4th. I'm serious. I can't imagine, but now you got me all peaked up. So if you take the Ambien, you go to sleep probably immediately, but then you get up and start eating everything in the house.
If you go to sleep, you don't know what you did. You don't know.
Well, here's a better question. Why couldn't you sleep last night?
Who knows?
No, I mean, there's got to be something going on. You want to talk to me? I thought I was going to be your life coach.
Wait, was I going to be yours?
No, I think so. I don't know who's going to be whose.
I don't know. I mean, I went to bed at 2:30, having just finished watching, my second movie of the day. 1:30, I take all my stuff. That means at 2:30, I'm going to go down. And
I think when you say you take all your stuff, when we're talking about all your stuff, we're talking about the melatonin. You said you've taken melatonin, and then you don't take Ambien. What other stuff are we talking about? You don't want to tell me what stuff you take.
Well, some very... heavy-duty pot.
Wow.
Heavy-duty pot.
Name it. I'll bet you Jimmy Mack knows what kind of pot you're talking about.
Well, yeah, sure he does.
Yeah?
Any pot smoker knows what I'm talking about.
Well, what do you mean? What's the name of it? Wait. I want to hear what's the name of it before he says it? What's the name of it? Sleeping pot.
I don't know the name of the actual strain, but I know it's of the indica variety.
There you go.
Oh, wait. Here's how much I listened. Indica, couch.
Exactamundo.
That's what Mac told us. Indica. If you do indica, you're in the couch.
Exactly.
Wow.
But not in the couch, but not for long. I'm back in 2 hours.
Yeah. So then you say you slept. You went to bed at 5 a.m.
No. I went to bed at 2:30. That's when I got into bed and fell asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Having had all my stuff.
After the stuff.
And then,
jeez.
and then at 5 o'clock, suddenly I'm up. And I look at the clock, and it's one of those things, AM or PM.
Right.
I'm thinking, did I sleep through the entire fucking day? Brandmeyer's going to be pissed.
Oh, yeah. All right. That's what you think of. Well, good. You're thinking of me when you fall asleep.
Well, it's the only thing I have scheduled. It's the only thing on the schedule.
I'm with you.
So, and then I get up and I look out the window and it's still dark and fuck. It's in the morning and I am wide awake. I don't know why. I'm wide awake and I think, okay, do I have time to take more stuff and get just a couple hours more sleep? Let's go for it. So at 5:15, I start taking stuff again.
Are you serious?
And then at 6:15, at 6:30, when I should be asleep, I powered through everything. I am up for the fucking day.
It's like tranquilizing an elephant. I mean, what are we talking about here? I mean, you took stuff to go to sleep at 2 a.m., then you wake up at 5 a.m., and you take more stuff to go back to sleep.
And it doesn't work.
Okay, so the stuff is melatonin and indica pot.
And I'll smoke, and I'll drink wine after midnight.
Holy
After
smokes.
midnight, I'll drink wine.
Hey, this is Uncle Joe. Is there any chance I could shack up with you, Buzz.
Every night's a party.
Yeah, I am a classic rock DJ looking for some work. And man, would I love to party with you.
This happens rarely. It's so scary when you try to go back to sleep taking stuff which is going to affect you for the next 4 or 5 hours, whether you're asleep or not. And then you realize you're not going to go to sleep and you're just really sloppy and you're going to stumble around for a few hours. I do housework. I did the dishes. I swept up after the cats.
Man, oh man, I love hearing about your life. It's just nuts. And you should. And Mac knows we're trying to hook up Buzz at his house. Buzz, you there? I'm coming. You can always hear the tone in his text. I'll be there. Don't bother me. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'll be there. Yeah. Buzz wakes up in a grumpy mood. That's craziness. But you know what? Maybe there's a job for you here. You can earn $42,000 testing weed vaporizers.
Really?
$42,000.
But are you just testing the weed or the vaporizer?
The vapor. Well, if you're looking for a career, here's what it says: you're going to pay $42,000 a year. It's an e-commerce site, sells vaporizers, and believes that vaporizing is a better way to consume dry herb. And all you got to do is analyze the functionality of the vaporizer. Do some product testing. How long does the battery last, etc. How to clean and maintain the vaporizer. Check that out, see how it works. And your personal feelings about the vaporizer.
$42,000.
$42,000 and a ton of free vaporizers. It also says this: benefits include 3 weeks of paid vacation, the ability to work remotely and set your own hours, and $250 a month expense account, ? Cough, cough. See what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, where's the name? What's the name of this place? The vape company, blah, blah, blah. Oh, CEO. It's called, in an email, Vapes founder, CEO, Christian Schluptrop. It's Vapes. VAPEDS. Just check that out and look for the CEO named Christian Schluptrop, and you'll find the job. Great.
Okay.
Can you imagine the interviews? Come on in. And what could you do for us here at the vape company?
My Bong.
Your bong.
A poem by Chaz Mastin.
Go ahead.
Page 1.
Go ahead, Chaz.
My bong is purple. My bong is long. It's covered with stickers.
All right.
It is my bong.
Thank you, Chaz.
Page 2.
No, we don't need page 2. I think we've had
Your
it.
smell is saintly.
Okay, good.
Your pipes are pleasant.
Keep going.
For buds, for hash, and sometimes for resin.
Thank you, Chaz. We'll let you know if we're interested.
Page 3.
Page 3. There's a page
Just
3. Buzz.
light
Hold on a
the
minute.
pipe
Yes.
and suck real hard.
Okay.
You've got to put your finger on the carb.
All right. Very good. Listen.
Page 4.
Page 4. There's another page. One more
Bong,
page.
hit,
page.
bong, hit, bong, hit, bong, hit, bong, hit, bong, hit, bong, hit.
All right. We got it. Yeah.
Blame it on the bud.
What up?
His name
Do it.
is. His name is Brad Meyer.
Yeah.
I just want a job.
All right, I'm agreeing with you on that one. I continue to get job searches through LinkedIn. I don't know how I got into this LinkedIn situation. LinkedIn, the service for people looking for work and want to stay involved with other people in their occupations. And I keep coming up with the same ones. Customer support specialist, work from home, Batavia, Illinois. Customer service manager, American Airlines, Chicago. Customer service screener, this one's in Nebraska. Customer service coordinator, certified pain clinic.
Pardon me?
It's Miami. Wait a minute, Miami? Customer service representative. This is in New York City. It is weird that I keep joking about wanting to be just a customer service representative, and they keep sending me. I wonder if someone at LinkedIn is hearing this.
I know somebody's giving them feedback.
It's weird. Somebody's saying, "Hey, I heard Brandmeier, and he really wants to be a customer service representative." Oh, well, tell him to send me his information.
Yeah, we can help him.
Sure. Well, listen to this.
Customer service.
Yeah, I've been holding for somebody.
Sorry about that. You've got me right here. Customer service. What can I do for you today?
I just went through all this about canceling an appointment, and he put me on hold.
Boo-hoo. Now you got me. Let's do it again, pal.
Oh, man. All right. is Mr. Collins.
How you doing, Mr. Collins?
I got to give you the whole thing again?
The whole thing. Your cable's out, right?
No.
But you need porn. What do you need?
No.
What do you need?
No. I wanted to cancel an appointment.
When was the appointment set for?
8 to 10 today.
Hold on. Let me get a notepad. Mr. Collins thinks the world revolves around him. I see. So because you're busy, we'll have to stop our trucks from going out to fix your cable. Is that right?
Pardon me?
You heard me. You cancel it, and the world revolves around you, sir. Can I call you by your first name?
No, you can't.
Mr. Collins, and I'll continue to call you Mr. Collins.
What's your name?
My name is Mr. Frank Sheely.
Frank Sheely. Well,
You heard
you're
me.
very irritating, Frank.
Oh, wow. I didn't need you to tell me that. Everyone else does the same thing every day of the week.
Hey.
My wife, my boys, my mother, my father. I don't need to hear it from you.
I'm in. It's good work if you can get it. Hey, LinkedIn, keep the jobs coming because I would be the greatest customer service rep in the world. Thank you very much.
I just want a job.
Do you believe in life after love?
And when you thought a story was over, it's not over.
Feel something inside me.
You talk about watching movies in the middle of the night, 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. and wherever it is. I got one for you I think you're going to love. Cher, remember the story about Cher trying to save the world's loneliest elephant?
Yes.
Right?
Yes, I do.
She's now got a documentary. And the documentary is called, of course, Cher and the Loneliest Elephant.
Elephants are just like we are. They're so family-oriented and emotional. And so I wanted to free him. We had to get him out.
And when your heart is on the run, I will always be the one to carry you out.
I never thought this is something that people would love all over the world.
I wouldn't go that far.
I will
We just didn't stop fighting.
to carry you home.
Yeah,
This is a movie?
this is a documentary, Cher, the Loneliest Elephant. I'm not kidding. Story of Kavan, the lonely elephant. Did you see the video with Mac? If you can send this video to Buzz where the bobcat attacked this lady while she was coming out of her house. Isn't that
I saw
wild?
it. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Although when I finally saw the bobcat, it looked very small.
Can't believe you said that. I'm looking at it and I go, well, okay, it's a bobcat. Well, wait, let's just watch the video together. Let's listen.
Good morning.
Okay, now, the dude's coming out of the house. He's there in North Carolina. His name is Happy Wade, believe it or not. Happy Wade. His wife's name is Christy. He's coming out of the garage. He's putting, good morning, I need to wash my car, he says. He has some brownies. He puts them on the back of his trunk, and all of a sudden you hear his wife screaming because a bobcat has just jumped on her. But first you hear the growling. And when you hear that growling, you go, whoa, wait a minute.
Sounds like a bobcat.
You think something big is coming out.
Good morning.
That's the guy walking.
I need to wash my car.
Now his wife's coming out. She's carrying a cat in a little, a little animal crate. She's walking out. Hear that growling?
Yeah.
That was not the guy's stomach. That was a bobcat. Here it comes. Uh-oh. Jesus.
Watch out! Get out! Watch out! Watch out! It's a bobcat attacking my wife! A bobcat!
It's a bobcat attacking my wife!
It's a bobcat attacking my wife! A bobcat!
Oh, my God. So then you see the guy, he grabs it off of her neck, and then he just throws the bobcat.
A bobcat!
When he first grabbed the bobcat off his wife's neck, he held it up for about 15 seconds, just held it straight up, walking around. Didn't know what to do with it.
And then he hurled it off across the lawn.
Yeah.
But the bobcat was shot by her husband and a sheriff who responded to a 911 call. How come a sheriff isn't saving the bobcat?
It wasn't on the scene. You had to be there.
You got to be there. So they shot that little teeny bobcat.
It was very small.
Okay. Once again, you're out there. You're putting your brownies on your truck, and the next thing you know,
Watch out! It's a bobcat attacking my wife! A bobcat!
Okay, would you, either one of any of us, a bobcat is on your wife's neck. I'm going to pretend I don't see it. How could you miss it? He was growling. He was growling so loud. He's like unbelievable.
What? I thought you were playing with it.
Yeah, I thought you seemed like you guys were getting along. I didn't know what's going on. All right,
I'd like to think I'd help the little lady get rid of it. Just take it off her neck. Excuse me, honey.
I can't. I don't know what I would do. Let's just think about it.
You think about it.
Oh, no. You think about it.
All right.
This is Brandmeier.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is only one Blockbuster video store left in the world. Only one video store left in the world from Blockbuster. It's in Bend, Oregon, managed by Sandy Harding and featured prominently the star, as far as I'm concerned, of the movie The Last Blockbuster, now on Netflix.
Blockbuster became the dominant beast. Like, it was it. It was a name that you never imagined would go anywhere, like McDonald's. Like, we got to see a corporation built up in our lifetime. We also got to see a corporation die.
Right? Sandy Harding, the manager of The Last
This is Sandy.
Hey, Sandy.
Hey.
How you doing, girl?
I'm doing good.
You are a national treasure in Bend, Oregon.
Oh, well, thank you so much. That's very sweet.
Did you love the movie The Last Blockbuster, now on Netflix?
I did, actually. You know, there's a lot of stuff in there that I didn't even know until I watched the movie. But I thought they did an amazing job. You know, it's a local Bend film crew. I couldn't help but love what they did.
It's a it's a movie I didn't think I would enjoy. But man, did it bring me back to that Blockbuster. And you, ladies and gentlemen, this lady here has the last Blockbuster on the face of the earth.
And it's still in business, right?
Yeah, and it's still working.
Yep, it's still a functioning Blockbuster. So every day we're renting movies.
Theoretically, Blockbuster could prevent you from using their name if they wanted to, couldn't they?
Yeah, Dish Network is the ones that own the name, so they could. We have a licensing agreement with them. That was that's what took place of our franchise agreement when the corporate stores were still open. So they could, in theory, say no, but again, they don't have anything to gain by saying no. And as long as we're following the rules, I can't see why.
Well, not now. Certainly not now. It's got to, this movie has put more heat on the last. Once again, the last Blockbuster on Earth. Let it soak in. Just when you say it, Sandy, when you hear someone say that, especially with that reverb, doesn't it? Don't you go, "Holy crap! I own the last Blockbuster on the face of the earth." It's weird, right?
Well, actually, I don't own it. I'm just the general manager. I've been here 17 years.
You run it, yes.
Yeah. Actually, it's fun, and I laugh, but then I go home and cry because I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so much pressure.
Yeah.
But no, you know what? It's fun, and I've always loved my job, and as long as I can continue to love it, and all this, media attention and popularity doesn't get in the way of that, I'm good with it.
People from all over the world are showing up at your last Blockbuster just to get a selfie taken, just to get a picture taken in your store. Is that still happening?
It is still happening. These days, I'm taking at least one selfie a day with somebody. But yeah, we have a beautiful, I know you see it in the documentary, we have a beautiful grassy area in front of the store with the ticket right on the building where people can walk up to it and take a picture. And I know when this first started, when the Alaska stores closed, there's actually a path worn out in the grass from people taking pictures. And I actually snapped a picture of it because I'm like, I cannot believe they've worn out the grass. But yeah, no, people come from all over the world to see us. And we're so grateful that people come and buy a T-shirt, or they'll even just buy a sticker for $2. And every single thing helps the store. So we just appreciate all the love and support.
Yeah, for people who don't know, the last Blockbuster, which is weird, now on Netflix, which is crazy, and people thought, well, Netflix is the one that ruined Blockbuster, but they had nothing to do with it, really. You'll watch that, and you'll find that out in the documentary. But in the 90s, Blockbuster as one article said, was the Godzilla of the video market. So why did it go extinct? And then there's the whole story behind that. But when you think about Blockbuster and they bring up the smell, like popcorn and burned plastic or whatever it is, and I mean, to me, I don't know what that smell. I just remember very clearly the going there and try. Like I would wait, and I'm sure people do this. I'd go, oh, I came here to get this movie. It's out this weekend. And then you'd go in there and say, no, it's not in it. Hey, when does the Dropbox get emptied? Oh, in about 10 minutes. And you just sit there and wait. Wait for them to pour out the tape. Right, Sandy? They pour out the tape.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. I can remember many nights digging in the Dropbox and people, customers waiting, just standing there waiting for us to look in there and phone calls and everybody just, can you look? Can you look? Can you look? I'm like, I just looked. There's nothing in there. But every once in a while they'll get lucky and there's one there. So
isn't that weird? But to me, it was like, and then I forgot all about the no late fees. Now you were working the Blockbuster. No, why? What was the thinking behind that? Because if you didn't have to return a movie, why would you return a movie?
Pretty much. And I talk about it all the time, that all it did was made the bad, I don't want to say bad customers, but the habitually late customers super happy. But all of our regular customers who came in, and returned their movies faithfully, now suddenly there's new movies on the shelf. So now we have one group of customers that are happy and now a whole new group that are not happy. So it was not a win-win situation for anybody. But if you remember the late fees, it was a national, huge campaign. So for us to not go along with it would have been foolish, because people would have been coming in going, wait a minute, but according to the TV, you don't have late fees. So, of course, we did it and tried it. And we went back to something that, wouldn't break the bank, but at the same time, we get people to bring their movies back.
Once again, last Blockbuster in the world on Earth, planet Earth, the last one. There's no other one, and Sandy runs it. That's right. She's the one, Sandy Harding. She's a national treasure. Okay, Blockbuster came into existence because studios were charging $100 for a VHS tape. So if you wanted to get one, $100, that's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. My husband actually worked for a local mom and pop far before I worked for Blockbuster. And I remember when Mrs. Doubtfire came out and he came home and was like, you won't believe it, but this was $100 to buy this VHS tape. And I was like, what? And I had no idea as a customer that they cost that much. So, but yeah, that's exactly why Blockbuster became so popular, because they had rev share and they were able to buy a lot more tapes at a cheaper price and kind of outdo the local mom and pops. And that's kind of what rose them to fame. So the irony is not on us that we were the local mom and pop that franchised to Blockbuster, and now we're the last one.
Do you want reverb when you say that? The last one. Yeah, I'll always give it to you if you need it, Sandy. But by the way, did you give your husband there, who also seems delightful, your whole family seems delightful. The whole concept of you and your family, you're just there, you're together. I just love the whole thing. But did you give him the rolling pin when he brought home a $100 Mrs. Doubtfire movie?
No, I didn't. I was pregnant. I'm sure I was giving it to him for other reasons at that time. I was a pretty. I'm a redhead, so you have to remember I couldn't have been very much fun being pregnant. But
is that a thing? Redheads are not nice when they're pregnant.
I'm ornery. Let's just put it that way. No, my family is wonderful, and I was blessed to be able to. I was actually teasing the other day and said if my kids wanted to spend time with their mom, they had to go to work. So, I was very blessed to be able to have my kids there and grow up and be able to be that one to give them work ethic and spend time with them. So that was a very blessed situation for me.
It's really great to see it happening there. The Last Blockbuster is the name of the film. And once again, Netflix didn't kill Blockbuster, but you'll see in the film, tell me if I'm wrong or not, that Blockbuster, the CEO, whoever was in charge of that at that time, had an opportunity to buy Netflix, and he said, "No, it's a passing phase." Am I? I don't want to say anything. Was that correctly how you read it? The way I saw it?
Oh yeah, no, that's pretty much what happened. And you're right. Netflix didn't kill Blockbuster with a series of bad choices and bad decisions.
Here's the thing. But you said something, Sandy. You said when you watched it, you saw some things that you didn't even know. What were the things that kind of stuck out in your head when you watched The Last Blockbuster?
Well, and I didn't realize that because some of this stuff was happening before I came to work for Ken and Debbie in 2004. So like the Viacom thing where they were, they bought Blockbuster and were funneling the money that Blockbuster was making in to support the studios and the different things that they were using the Blockbuster money for, and pretty much bankrupted the stores or the company by feeding another company. And it was like, that just seemed really silly. But there were, just decisions like that. And of course, I knew about the Netflix thing. So anyway, you hear rumors and you hear things about why things are happening until you actually see the people up on stage talking about the decisions they made. And talking about how much money they lost with the end of late fees program, which was kind of a no-brainer. But anyway.
No, but that was a big thing, the no late fees. Whoever came up with that concept, no late fees, to go back to that again, really, they lost tons of money, right, Sandy? I mean, it was unbelievable.
Yeah, like a third. Like, I think that their income went down by a third when that happened. And I'm like, holy cow. It was like, why? I mean, you could come up with different concepts that wouldn't have lost that much money. I'm like, everyone knows that you can't run a successful business just throwing away a third of your money. I mean, that's just crazy. Be one thing if it was like with us and COVID and everybody struggling and small businesses across the world were affected by that. That was outside of our control. But late fees, that was in their control.
Yeah.
So anyway.
That's a weird thing. The fact that you're standing there now even through the pandemic and saying that you're the last Blockbuster on earth is beyond belief.
This is a little thing that can make everybody smile and happy. And I'm glad to be a part of it.
I find it amazing that people are coming there. They're bringing you flowers. They're sending you thank you notes. Oh. It's just really amazing. I never thought I would expect to see this movie have this kind of reaction. I'm sure you probably didn't while it was being shot.
No, and the funny thing about that is that I didn't realize how much I was going to be in the movie until towards the end, because they kept telling me, oh, you're the star of the movie. And I'm like, yeah. You just want me to do this interview so you can get the stuff for the movie. And then towards the end, they're like, no, seriously, you're like really in the movie a lot. And I'm like, what? I remember watching it and I was sitting in the back seat making a beanie going, oh God, I really don't know if I can watch myself over there.
Yeah, it's weird, so right?
Funny. And it is. It's the most odd thing in the world to watch that. And it makes me laugh because I've said this many times, but if people knew just how boring I was and how, at the end of the day, I come home and put on my pajamas and watch Downton Abbey reruns and make beanies all night, people would not be so excited because I'm very, very boring person. So.
They don't make you the star of the movie unless you're delightful.
Hey, look at this. She's
delightful.
She's the movie. She's delightful. That's right.
Oh,
Sandy
you guys
Harding.
are too sweet.
I am coming to that Blockbuster. It's the last thing I do. I got to get a picture with you. I'm definitely doing that.
Oh.
I do appreciate your time, and be kind, rewind, be nice. Isn't that what they used to say, Sandy?
Be kind.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. And I think that phrase works very well right now. Be kind to each other.
Yes.
So.
Be kind, rewind. I love it. Sandy, thanks for the time. We appreciate it. And anyone who wants to go to the last Blockbuster, not the movie, you can see that on Netflix. It's in Bend, Oregon, Sandy Harding's place. You'll find it, last Blockbuster on the You go ahead and say it, Sandy.
On the planet.
All right, Sandy, thanks for the time. We know you're busy. Get back and get those videos ready to go today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great day, guys.
Thank you.
I've missed that act of like getting in your car with your girlfriend and arguing over what you were going to watch. You had to watch one of her movies so you could watch one of yours. And it was a neat time.
I still have a Blockbuster card. What happened to Blockbuster?
What happened to Blockbuster? The one thing they didn't have, the one thing they didn't have in Blockbuster?
What?
Hello. Yeah, hello. Hey. Yeah, Buzz is Born and Boring. How can I help you?
They didn't have porn.
No.
Buzz, I know you're humble kind of a guy, and you don't want to tell everybody, as humble as you are, that you still own the last porn emporium shop in the world.
Yep.
It's open for business.
Yeah, Buzz is Born and Boring. How can I help you?
Yeah, I was wondering if you have any ethnic titles today.
Ethnic titles? Yes, we do have an ethnic section. Good luck to you.
Yes? Okay. It's in the Jewish section. It's Debbie Does Nothing.
Uh-huh. Yes.
It's an oldie but a goldie.
We have that. Sure. Yeah.
Artie, put it on sale. Put it on sale. Debbie Does Nothing.
Debbie Does Nothing. I don't know why that made me laugh so hard. It just came out of the blue.
I mean, that thing is so funny. I mean, I have the original poster, and I just read the titles sometimes.
Oh, I want to see the original poster, like 21 Rump Street and Unlawful Rear
I got
Entry.
them all. I'm missing one little section, which I don't know how I lost it. But
Tell me, do you have a Rin Tin Tin gets in here?
I believe we do.
Indian Hummer?
I think so.
A Bronx Piece of Tail?
Uh-huh.
Captain Bangaroo starring Mr. Cream Jeans?
Absolutely.
Silence of the Clams? The Wizard of Jizz? Vulva Las Vegas? Ordinary Peepholes? A River Runs Through Her? Do you have all those?
Yes.
Lone Ranger?
Yep.
Chocohanas?
Don't make me go get it.
Drilling Miss Daisy?
Get it.
Porn on the 4th of July? Stutsky and Snatch? Or Turn Her and Hooch? Buzz, you gotta reopen that thing, baby. Buzz Gilman owns the last porn shop on earth. This second, I'm talking to my girlfriend. Hello, you said? Yeah. Yeah, I know, honey. Listen, I cannot.
Well, to your girlfriend.
I am having an affair with an older woman, not a younger woman, an older woman. I love her. Just no. No, Lisa knows about you. She doesn't care. She wants me out of the house. Okay. I love you.
I like older women. The older they are, the better. They kind of take out their teeth to give you a kiss or knit you a brand new sweater. Hey, their house smells just like cornbread. Their hair's a pretty shade of blue. I go insane when they walk with a cane in orthopedic shoes.
Here's the best part right here.
Have you ever made love in an Afghan with all your toes a poking through? Oh. I like older women. How about you?
Yeah. I know. I played that for you, baby. I played that for you, baby. Yes, I know. Hold on, honey. Hold on, sweetheart. Hold on a second. She's a little angry because the oldest woman in the world passed away. Well, the oldest living American.
It's the Jonathan Brandmeier Show.
Johnny B.
Hey, Edna.
Yes.
I want to wish you a happy 113th birthday.
Don't talk quite so fast.
All right. Well, Edna, all I want to tell you is this. 50 is the new 40. 70.
You talk so fast.
70 is the new 50. And 150 is the new 100.
No, I don't think so.
Edna, I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday, and we're going to send you some beautiful flowers.
Where are you going to get the flowers?
Do you like candy?
Yes, I do.
Well, beautiful.
Quite a huge conversation.
This conversation has aged me also.
Johnny B. Don't talk too fast.
All right, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we loved her. We used to love to call those people and tell them that they're the oldest person in the world or in the United States of America. And Hester Ford has passed away. The oldest living American, dead at 115.
Why?
She became the oldest person in the United States when Aaliyah Murphy died on November 23rd, 2019. And Buzz, as you always said, it's always, you're going to move up quickly if you're playing the, older person in the world or country game.
Nobody holds that spot for long.
You can't. It's a title you cannot keep for very long. Is it correct? That is correct. And Hester Ford, the oldest living person in the United States, died at her home in Charlotte, North Carolina. She was 115, and here's the weird part. She was killed by a bobcat. That is the threatening part. She had 12 children, 48 grandchildren, and more than 200 great-grandchildren and great-great-grandchildren. She was the oldest living American, dead at 115. Now, who picks up the title now?
A Mexican woman thought to be the oldest person in the world reportedly turned 127 on Sunday. Despite her age, she said she's still living la vida kill me.
Show them that you love them.
Yeah. Now, 127 years old. That one still holds the title. She got to be dead.
Yeah.
Who moved up in the American title? That's what we got to know.
We gonna eat them skin and all. We got to eat all. We gonna marinate with Geritol.
Buzz, why didn't you ask me how old Hester was again?
How old was Hester?
Mean the one who just died?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
She was so old, I told her to act her age and she dropped dead. She was so old, she left her wallet in Noah's Ark. She was so old, I asked for her ID, she handed me a rock.
Uh-huh.
Tell me when to stop.
I wonder if the old people, do they keep track of their position on the scale?
Yeah, like, in other words,
Are they waiting?
Yeah.
They checking the newspaper every day to see where they're sitting?
Hello, this is Hester Ford. I'm the 115-year-old in North Carolina. We're just wondering, is anyone passed away recently? There was a lady named Jody, and she lived in, I believe it was Connecticut, and she was 116. And if she were to pass, I would be number one.
Yeah, they're not checking up on people.
Well,
It might be,
got some
though.
info
I mean,
here.
Wait, Jimmy Mac, what? Go ahead, Buzz. What is it?
Well, if they're that old, I mean, some of them must be aware that, they're approaching that place, and they could be numero uno. And it seems to me that would be a motivational factor.
Yeah, to stay longer, to keep the fight, the good fight. Right. Okay, what's the information you got?
With the passing of Hester Ford, the oldest living American is Thelma Sutcliffe, who lives in Nebraska.
Yeah.
And she is 114 years old and 203 days.
Oh, she'll probably never see 115.
What are you saying something like that for? This lady just passed away at 115. You just heard the dude talk about someone who's 127. She can live another 3 or 4 weeks.
230 days.
Right.
That's a long haul.
That is a long haul.
Oh, how old was she again?
She's so old, she still has fins. She's so old, she has to boil her feet to clip her toenails.
How old is she?
She's so old, she keeps her gums in a glass at night. If you ask me, I'll answer you.
Okay, how old is she?
She has insurance for home, auto, and Indian raids.
Really? Is that old? How old is she?
She's so old, when she was young, the Dead Sea was alive.
Oh, that's old. But how old was she?
I don't get this one. Her gynecologist, she's so old, her gynecologist doubles as a weatherman in Phoenix. I don't even get it.
Sounds funny, though.
It does sound funny. You ask and I'll answer.
Go ahead. How old was she?
Who? You don't see. No, you're not saying it with any oomph. You don't really want an answer. You're just jacking with me. Do you want an answer? I'll give you an answer.
Okay, but I'd like a little music.
Well, you tell me, ask me the question, and then I'll answer with music.
How old is she?
Her spinning class was canceled because they hadn't invented the wheel yet.
Uh-huh.
No, only if they're good, they get music.
So we're going to have a dry run here.
There'll be no music in this show.
Okay, how old was she?
Well, I told her to get into something more comfortable. As you know, I love dating older women. I told her to get into something more comfortable, and she jumped into a casket. No, I know. It's not funny. No, I'm not taking the call. No. I know they weren't funny. I know it. None of those were. I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry, honey. I'll be home late tonight. Don't stay up. I know you won't.
I like older women. How about you?
Jonathan Brandmeier. The Jonathan Brandmeier Showcast. Woo! Send Johnny B your wacky songs, jokes, and other funny shit to brandmeiershow@gmail.com.
Let's check email. Have you ever made love in an Afghan with all your toes a-pointing through? I like older women. How about you? Coffee, anyone? Hey, Johnny. Hey, Mr. Buzz. Here at Dr. Bean Coffee Company, we are longtime listeners, and we would love to have you shout out to our local Westmont, Illinois coffee roasting company, Dr. Bean Coffee Company. We have a branded coffee called Morning Buzz that would be happy to incorporate a plug for your show on our website.
I've seen that.
We're a small roasting company, but we specialize in branding for companies, events, or podcasts. Check us out online. Give us a shout. We can help promote your show. Keep up the great work. We love it. Shar and Dean. So it's weird because one guy tried to convince me that I should make a coffee. So if there's already a Morning Buzz, and I wanted to make a Hyper Rooster coffee. So you got Morning Buzz, Hyper Rooster coffee. If they want to make it, I'm in. Put my name on it. I'm saying right now, I love it.
Drink the coffee. It'll make you feel better.
Hold on. I got one. What is this cup I have here? What is this?
Put that coffee down.
Hold on. What?
You think I'm fucking with you?
No.
I am not fucking with you. Put that coffee down.
Dr. Whatever it is, Dr. Bean Coffee Company. Good. Morning Buzz, Hyper Rooster Coffee. Bring it on.
Drink the coffee. It'll make you feel better.
All right. I'm drinking it right now. And one guy told me to put it down.
Put that coffee down.
He just told me to drink it. That was Ditka.
You think I'm fucking with you?
No.
I am not fucking with you. Right. Put that coffee down.
I'm putting the coffee down, Alec Baldwin.
Drink the coffee. It'll make you feel better.
Make up your minds, people. What am I doing? All right. This guy, so those people want to make coffee for us at the DR Bean Company, whatever that is, Dr. Bean Company, Westmont, Illinois. And this guy sent me, there's a shot of me, standing with my pants down and my hands up in the air on the Poplar Creek concert video. And this guy turned this into chocolate. And this is, he said, this is from Patrick D. Rankin, prototype for a chocolate bar designed for Johnny B. And I don't know if he's made it. He says a prototype. But Mr. Rankin, Patrick Rankin, if you made this giant chocolate bar, let me know. I want to see it. I'm in.
Is it a recreation of you standing with your pants down and your hands up?
And it's chocolate. And it's pretty cool.
Boy.
I mean, it's a chocolate bar.
I'd want to get me one of them.
Right. Let's eat that.
I can eat when and what I want to.
Hold on a second.
When you tell people eat me, they can actually do it.
Eat the chocolate bar.
I can eat when and what I want to.
All right.
Eat me, I'm a Danish. Eat me, I'm a Danish. Eat me, I'm a Danish.
All right. Thank you, Patrick. I appreciate that. Email from Shar Hinton. I cannot tell you how excited I am to hear you guys again. Our age group is so tired of the cancel culture and offended by everything attitude of today's youth. Your humor allows us to laugh at what normally would piss me off. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Keep up the great work. Continue to bring us more comedic release of our bottled emotions. We all need it. Let us know what we can do to continue to keep hearing you both. Wish we knew. We don't really know. What's this one say? Hey, Johnny, my wife and I were out for dinner last night. We were just finishing up our dinner, and the waitress asked us if we wanted dessert. We were both so full, we weren't interested in dessert. She said, think about it. And I said, no, you think about it. My wife said, what is wrong with you? Chuck O'Donnell. Nice work.
Think about it.
Because you can't stop yourself.
I say it even as I'm watching TV, I say it.
You think about it.
I hear him say it, I'll just literally go, well, we're going to have to think about it. Why don't you think about it?
Oh, no. You think about it.
Get your limited edition Jonathan Brandmeier shit show merchandise at brandmeiershow.com.
It's a great package. What a great package.
Coffee mugs.
There were several things I liked about it. One being the coffee cup, the shape of the coffee cup and the color. It says shit show on it if you look hard enough.
T-shirts.
The T-shirt I liked.
Face masks.
The mask is the only mask I've tried on that actually will stay on my face.
Get yours now before it's all gone.
BrandmeierShow.com. Just go to that website and then hit merch.
The shit show.
The limited edition shit show crap.
At BrandmeierShow.com.
There is perhaps no natural sound
that more completely symbolizes the call of the loon. No doubt the loons were communicating something significant to each other when they gave these calls.
833 Loon Line.
Hi, Johnny. You ever wonder...
Just a second. Did she want me to say hi back to her during the show? Okay, let's do it that way.
She gave you the opportunity.
Yeah.
Hi, Johnny.
Hello. How are you today?
You ever wonder why things work the way they do in this country? Like, why do we have to pass 3 hospitals to go to the emergency room? So I think I'm having a heart attack. Actually, that's a real thing. And I know that my insurance doesn't cover me at 3 hospitals that are the nearest to me. So I'm at a traffic light driving safely.
This is for real. She's going to get to the hospital because she has a heart attack?
She feels she's having a heart attack.
Hold on. She's
Doesn't
not
sound
done
like she
talking. Yeah. Well, I didn't get to the end of it yet, so maybe we remember.
But why is it that I have to pass 3 hospitals and then go to a hospital that's farther from me so that I won't rack up thousands of dollars of insurance? I just wonder why it is that way. I guess, I don't know. Anyway, I hope that you have a wonderful day.
She's still alive.
I hope that I'm not having a heart attack. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hey, lady.
You take care.
Yeah, you take care. Okay, lady, if you're alive, give us a call back. Leave it on the Loon Line. You know the number because you dialed it to begin with, okay? Do it. 833 Loon Line. 833 Loon Line.
Johnny! Hey, Johnny, it was just the other day. I swear to God, it was just the other day. I said, where the fuck is Brandmeier? I fire up the Google machine. Bam! 42 podcast. Unbelievable. I'm a year late, but I'm here. I made it to the fucking show. Johnny!
Delightful. All right, yeah, 42, no, 45, 46 podcast. We ain't here for a long time. Get it into your head. We're here for a good time. We ain't here for a long time. We're here for a good time. 833 Loon Line.
Hello, Johnny B. This is General Burkhalter from the Third Reich, but more famously known for my time on Hogan's Heroes, the 60s hit television show. I'm calling you today because I have heard several times in the last few months of your show, you mentioned Adolf Hitler. And that is...
Oh, I don't remember that. When the only Adolf Hitler mention we had was when we had the kid who wanted a picture of me and Adolf Hitler. Remember that? He was asking his dad?
Who are you calling?
Brandmeier.
Brandmeier. I want to know a picture of Brandmeier and a picture of Hitler. Yeah, because I never seen Hitler.
That is delightful. As they say, kids say the darndest things. Yeah. So that's the only mention I ever know about when we Hitler. It's like this guy's going, yeah, see, I guess it has to work for his bit here on the voicemail. Whatever he wants to tie Hitler into his pitch, whatever this is. He said he was the sergeant, the colonel from Hogan's Heroes.
I'm looking at a reboot of Hogan's Heroes. I think that you would be an excellent Hogan.
I would. I like this idea. I would be a great Hogan. Bob Crane killed by his own camera equipment from his own camera operator. Okay, yes, let's reboot Hogan's Heroes. Can you imagine pitching that show today? Well, it's a bunch of Nazis. How did that show even get greenlit?
And I'm calling to see if you have any interest in playing this role. I, of course, would be the showrunner, and I would give you executive producer credit if that would be necessary. I would also like to keep the shit show cast as much together as possible, and I would be happy to have Buzz Gilman play an anorexic Sergeant Schultz. Try saying that quickly. It's not very...
Buzz, would you be willing to play, let's negotiate now, an anorexic Sergeant Schultz?
Absolutely.
That was a good show. Yeah, I loved it. I'm in. Tell me that right now. I am definitely in. 833 Loon Line. Let me do one more here.
Hey, Johnny, love the show. Hey, could you replay when you had the listener interview Meatloaf? Could you play that again? Because that was hilarious. All right, love you, Johnny. Talk to you later. Bye.
Yeah, I know what he's talking about. It's weird. It is weird. I would do anything for love. That's the Meatloaf song. We had a listener. There was a thing we would do. It was called, fantasy interviewers, celebrity interviews. And when I really didn't care if I interviewed the person or not, but they were offered to me in this show, I would let a listener interview them. But I wouldn't tell the PR people or anything that was going to happen. Happened with my brother Brett Favre, and it happened with this guy. I think his name was Lussom, Lussom, John Lussom. But anyway, before I play that, Meatloaf does have a new show, a competition series out called I Would Do Anything for Love, But I Won't Do That. Okay? It's a new show. It's coming out, and Meatloaf is the executive producer. The show will see couples compete in a variety of comedic physical games designed to reveal how well they can work together and how much they really trust and believe in each other, all to a soundtrack of Meatloaf's classic hits. Yeah, a pick to click for me, Sound of Metal with Riz Ahmed. Sound of Metal. He is a guy who's playing in a metal band and he goes deaf. It is a great movie, man.
I've been looking at that thing for days, wondering.
If this guy, Riz Ahmed, is not nominated for an Academy Award for playing a rock and roll speed metal, metal-headed drummer, and then going deaf and learning sign language, it was amazing. Amazing. But it's funny because what I took away from the opening is they're driving around in a van. There's him and his girlfriend, and they're like in a little duo, probably like White Stripe. And they're driving around, and they're playing them. The Meatloaf song comes on. I would do anything for... And they ask what most people ask when they heard it. The title, I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. What was it that he wouldn't do? Meatloaf would do anything for love, but he wouldn't do that. But he never says what that is. They're driving around. Listen, you can barely hear it, but they're in the car, they're in their van driving to the next gig.
I would do anything for love, but he won't do that.
What's the thing that he won't do in that song? What's left for him to not do?
Anal. No, but I won't do that.
He would do anything for love. That's the tagline right there. What would he wouldn't do?
But he won't do that.
What's the thing that he won't do in that song? What's left for him to not do?
Anal.
Anything for love.
Hey, Johnny, love the show. Hey, could you replay when you had the listener interview Meatloaf?
Instant request.
Hey, Meatloaf, how you doing?
Good.
Pleasure to talk to you. I've been a fan of you for a long time.
Well, thanks, John.
Well, so what are you up to now, Meatloaf? What's your passion in life these days? What's exciting you?
Sleep at the moment.
Sleep? Oh, yeah. Well, I don't blame you. Well, all right. Yeah.
Well, right now, you don't know. Do you have any idea why you're calling me? Other than to ask me questions?
As far as I'm concerned, that's the only reason I'm calling you. I want to ask you questions. I want to get a chance to talk to Meatloaf.
So you don't know anything that's happening now?
No, unfortunately I don't. Is there something I should?
Well, let's see. There's a little record called Battle to Help 3, The Monster is Loose.
Okay.
And it's finished.
Okay, Meatloaf. Well, I don't know if I have too many more questions for you. You want me to take a quick listen to Monster is Loose, or should I let you go?
No, you let me go. Yeah, you don't. There's not a quick listen to Monster is Loose.
Oh, now it's a long song?
Yeah.
Well, you do specialize in the epics.
Yeah.
So.
Well, every song on this album is an epic, is an event. All right, well, you have a good day.
Okay, I'll try.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Hey, Meatloaf, how you doing?
Good.
Pleasure to talk to you. I've been a fan of you for a long time. What are you up to now, Meatloaf? What's your passion in life these days? What's exciting you?
Sleep at the moment.
I won't keep you too much longer then.
No, I woke up.
Okay, Meatloaf. Well,
Do you have any idea why you're calling me? Other than to ask me questions?
As far as I'm concerned, that's the only reason I'm calling you. I want to ask you questions. I want to get a chance to talk to Meatloaf.
So, well, let's see. There's a little record called Better to Help 3, The Monster is Loose.
When's that coming out?
October.
John called you.
Do you have any idea why you're calling me?
Interviewed you.
I want to ask you questions.
Now there ain't no way I'll buy a CD of you. Now don't be sad.
So you don't know anything that's happening now?
Oh, Meatloaf, you're a big douchebag.
They should have had you listen to Monster is Loose and interview me.
Don't be sad.
Every song on this album is an epic.
Oh, Meatloaf, you're a big douchebag.
Right from the Meatloaf's mouth.
There you go.
Don't be sad, 'cause Meatloaf, you're a big douchebag.
And it's finished.
I won't do that.
There's John Lussum interviewing Meatloaf. A little montage. Meatloaf's got a new show. It's a little show called I Do Anything for Love, But I Won't Do That.
I would do anything for love. But he won't
what will he do?
What's the thing that he won't do in that song? What's left for him to not do?
Anal.
Exactly.
The Jonathan Brandmeier Showcast.
The shit show.
This is the new Not Normal.
Johnny Brandmeier, don't you ever stop believing.
Yeah. I don't stop believing. It's Earth Day week. A lot of people, you have 420. And so when you had that last week, I had 422, and that's Earth Day, which I always spend
on Earth.
See, go ahead. Keep with Julia Butterfly Hill, the lady that lived in a tree for 738 days. The amazing story of my lady, my lover, Julia Butterfly Hill. That is a story that went on a long time in our life. Her story of her climbing into a tree for 738 days to protect this 1,500-year-old redwood tree named Luna. And she got so much media attention, and at least once a week in that 738 days, I would call her and talk to her and try to let her bring me up into that tree, because I'd seen where David Crosby got to go up in the tree, Jackson Browne got to go up in the tree, different celebrities of some type were being lifted 180 feet into the tree so they could talk to Julia Butterfly Hill. But I'm the only one that just kept calling her and talking to her.
You can't stay up there for the rest of your life.
Well, I'm not planning on it. I'm planning on staying until we get this area protected.
And I think that our love affair is going to have to... Okay, go ahead, laugh. Keep laughing, honey.
I'm sorry. It's not personal, please. I don't mean to disrespect
I see what you're saying. I think that the love affair between this guy who continually hounds you, writes a song for you, and I think that's a good sidebar. I want you to think about that while those offers are being thrown about. Okay?
Okay, I sure will. Thanks, Jonathan.
Bye now.
She sure will.
Was that the last you saw of her?
That's
or
it.
Talk to her?
That's the last time trying to get her to come out of the tree. And then she came into the studio, and the movie was still being discussed. And I thought, listen, and I played her the song and everything, and never heard from her again.
Julia Butterfly Hill climbed a 180-foot-tall, 600-year-old California redwood tree. She remained there for the next 738 days until the Pacific Lumber Company vowed not to cut the tree down. While living in her 4x6-foot shelter, she was visited by many supporters and celebrities, including Bonnie Raitt and David Crosby. But there was only one man she would not let up into the tree with her: Jonathan Brandmeier.
That's right. That's hard to believe, isn't it? That's a true story. That nut job lived in a tree. And they called me nuts. And I would call her up, and I would say to her, because Bonnie Raitt and David Crosby, like 500 pounds, how's he getting a tree? It's unbelievable. I would say, can I come up in a tree? I'm falling in love with you. And she would say, no. And I would say, why? And she'd say, because you're annoying. You're a pest. And I kept calling, and I wrote her a love song. And she heard it, and she jumped and killed herself. I'm just kidding. That's how I wish it had ended, but it didn't end like that. You know what? Stop that. I fell in love with her. And that's why I wrote this love song. Otherwise, this won't make any sense. Butterfly is the only girl for me, but she's living way up in a tree. Crazy, but it's true. And she belongs on the ground with me. In a redwood tree. That's not the nutty part. She's up there without me. The only thing between us is 180 feet. Well, I would build us a love nest and make it our cocoon. I know that you don't trust me. You think that I'm a loon. Well, call me a sequoia, cause I wanna be a boy, a butterfly. Come on, baby, let him up there. Butterfly is the only girl for me, but she's living way up in a tree. Crazy, but it's true. She belongs on the ground with me. Yeah, you know you do, baby. Stop pulling on my heartstrings and just send me down the road. Hey, Bonnie Raitt, now she can wait. Don't treat me like a dope. I'd gladly be a squirrel if you'll just let me in your world. Butterfly. Come on, baby, let him up there. Butterfly, he's the only girl for me, but she's living way up in a tree. Crazy, but it's true, but she belongs on the ground with me. Show me. When all the leaves are falling in another 1,000 years, I'll still be at the bottom, singing through my tears. Butterfly, can I climb up and be with you tonight? Well, tonight, the night. We always knew it would feel so right. Come on, baby, I just wanna be with you. Should be a butterfly sitting at 3 KISSING. We could live so happily. You be sleeping like a log, but you didn't like a dog. What the hitch? Let him up there, bitch. Butterfly is the only girl for me, but she's living way up in a tree. Crazy, but it's true, but she belongs on the ground. Butterfly is the only girl for me, but she's living way up in a tree. Crazy, but it's true, but she belongs on the ground. Crazy, but it's true, but she belongs on the ground. Get him hanging in the lips, go baby, let him. She belongs on the ground. Get any better than these would. She belongs on the ground with me. Oh, I wanna be with you, so bad. I wanna be with you, oh baby. I wanna be with you, so bad. I wanna be with you, I wanna be with you, so bad. I wanna be with you, way up in the tree. I wanna be with you. Put the hitch, let him up there, bitch. Say hi to the Leisure Suits.
It's the Johnny and the Leisure Suits live CD, larger than live. It's a double live CD, recorded at the Rosemont Theater.
Oh, Bish Bosh, happy birthday!
Get Brandmeier live in your living room.
Man, how am I gonna be a dad when Friday comes? When Friday comes, Butterfly is the only girl for me. Let's go!
It's the Johnny and the Leisure Suits live CD, featuring Jonathan Brandmeier.
Just have fun! Just having fun. Can't you see?
It's the Johnny and the Leisure Suits live CD,
Chicago!
larger than live.
We're all crazy! Oh, yeah! If you go to Brandmeier Show,
BrandMeyer.com. Go to merch. You get that one. That one's sold out, Larger Than Live. Replenishing it now. Double album. Got Pish Posh on studio version. Pish Posh live at the Rosemont. And that's available there with those masks and all that other stuff. You're either wearing or you're not. Don't really know. YouTube/Brandmeyer for other pretty pictures. Everything else, BrandmeyerShow.com. Sign up to keep up. We're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. We'll tell you exactly what we're doing when you sign up. You're not going to get spam. We're only going to tell you what you need to know. And more importantly, we're going to put the podcast in your hand on demand. Bingo. Open it up. Oh, look what I got. I got a note from Johnny B. What is it? Oh, it's episode number 46. How cool is that? Oh, my God. He thought about me. All right. Anything else?
Boy, I'm so horny.
All right, Buzz. We'll let you go then. I'm sorry, what?
Boy, I'm so horny.
All right. There he is. Thanks for listening. Later.
Time is running out. Final warning. Time is running out. Final warning.
Portions of this program have been transcribed. Other portions have been erased completely.
I gotta go do a thing at a place.
All right, numbnuts. We've reached the end of another edition of the Jonathan Brandmeier Showcast.
Jesus, why? Tell me why!
Pick up Johnny B face masks, mugs, shirts, collectibles, CDs, and more at BrandmeierShow.com. Just click merch when you get there.
I don't understand you.
When you visit, be sure to sign up for email updates.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Sign up to keep up with what's up.
That's how I roll.
Follow Brandmeier on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever podcasts are found. If you want, leave a review.
Hit it, Grandpa.
Johnny B's on Facebook at Facebook.com/Brandmeier Show.
Bitchin'.
And be sure to check out the official Jonathan Brandmeier YouTube channel.
Oh, Johnny, that's where I like it.
Watch Johnny B and subscribe for free at YouTube.com/Brandmeier.
You are erect, sir. Hi-oh.
And leave a voicemail at 833-LOON-LINE for entertaining, not complaining.
I hate to complain, but I have to.
I'm Jimmy Mack, and if you're into Star Wars, check out my show at RebelForceRadio.com for Star Wars news, celebrity interviews, and more.
I can't keep it all in my mind.
Thanks for listening to the Jonathan Brandmeier Showcast.
Bingo!
Rate, comment, follow, and share. It's Brandmeier everywhere.
Johnny B.
Click.
Adios.
No animals were harmed in the making of this program, except squirrels.